I get this question asked all the time. I work with a lot of first-time home buyers, and the process can be overwhelming. But today I want to talk about what to expect when you're ready to buy your first home. Hi, this is Victoria Rivera, broker associate with Florida Executive Realty, and I'm out of the Fishhawk office here in Lithia, Florida. So today I want to talk about what to expect when you're ready to buy a home. It's important to have your list of priorities ready. What are your absolute must-haves in a home? What are your deal breakers? Some people have dogs or other pets and they must have a fenced-in yard. Others must have a home with a water view. Whatever your priorities are, make sure that you have them on a list and ready to go, so that when you start the process of looking at homes, you don't get overwhelmed or distracted. You don't want to compromise on your absolute must-haves. So make that list and have it handy, because you're going to want to give it to your agent. And the next step, and this is the big one, is the budget. This is the hard conversation that you have to have, either with your spouse or with your lender, with your realtor, whatever. There's a difference between what you get pre-approved for and what you actually can afford. That's your budget. So you have to understand how much you want to spend a month for your house, keeping in mind that you want to have money left over to still live your life and do your hobbies and do the things that you need to do. So setting a budget is critical. It brings us kind of down to earth. We might have a champagne taste, but beer budget. So set that budget so you don't go in to the process with false expectations. Once you've set the budget, the next thing you need to do is get pre-approved. You are going to get with a lender. It could be with your local bank, with a credit union, it could be a mortgage broker, and that person is going to tell you what you qualify for, your credit score, and then they're going to go over different loan programs with you. Some people are ready and able to put 20% down. That's awesome, that's the ideal, but that's not common these days because of affordability issues. So get pre-approved with a lender, find out what your mortgage is going to look like based on the interest rate, based on the loan program, down payment amounts. There are many loan programs out there, and a good lender is going to help you navigate those and find the one that's best for you. That pre-approval process is going to determine how much down payment, how much money you're going to need to give for down payment, how much house you really can afford, and that's really going to tell you, what is my mortgage payment going to look like? Your mortgage payment is going to include principal, interest, insurance, and property taxes. Your HOA, if you move to a community with an HOA, is going to be paid outside of the mortgage, but that gives you a really good starting point as to what to expect when you get that bill in the mail every month. Okay, the next step, if you haven't done this already, is to get a real estate agent. Get a great agent, a realtor that knows the area that you're moving to, that you click with, that you like, and that will help you find the perfect home. Ideally, that would be me. But as we know, there's tons of agents out there. There's wonderful agents. So just make sure that you get connected with someone that you trust, that is knowledgeable, that is honest, and that will really work hard to find you your dream home. Okay, so now you are pre-approved, you've got your agent working with you, you're ready to shop for homes. So the next step you really want to do is identify what neighborhood, what areas you want to look at homes in. Some people are very laser focused, they know exactly where they want to be. Some people are super flexible and are open to, hey, I'll move in anywhere that has a house in this price range and with this criteria. So that's a really important part of the process, which your agent will be able to help you with, is identify the neighborhood. Where do you want to live? What kind of neighborhood do you want? Do you want to be near walking trails? Do you want to be near the water? Do you want to have access to a dog park, a community park? Do you want to be close to downtown? I mean, there's plenty of options. Figure out where you want to be and what kind of lifestyle you're looking for. You have found the house. You've fallen in love with the perfect house that you've been dreaming of that meets all of your needs. Now what do? At this point, you need to make an offer. You're going to work with your agent to determine how much you're willing to pay for that home, what the home is worth, what's going on in the local market, what's going on, did interest rates go up? Has that changed your budget? You're going to work with your agent to put together an offer to hopefully win the bid on the house that you've chosen, that you love. And here is where I want to give a little word of advice and caution. It's the worst part of this process for me because many times I work with buyers. We go to see a house, they love it, it's the one, but they want to go home and they want to think about it. Or they, it's going to be a long weekend, I'll talk to you, I'll circle back to you on Tuesday or whatever, and then the house is gone. So my word of advice to you is if you come across a house that meets all of your criteria, that is in the area that you want to be and fits your budget, put in an offer right away. The worst thing to have happen is you fall in love with a house, but you drag your legs, you take your time, you lose the house. Then every other house, you're comparing it to that house that you lost, that house that you loved, that you didn't move too quickly on. So don't do that. If you find the house that you love, put an offer on it. You don't have to be afraid about moving too quickly because there are many steps throughout the process of being under contract where you can back out if you change your mind or if there's something wrong with the home. So my top tip to you is don't delay. If you come across a house that you love, jump on it. Put in an offer, put in a competitive offer, and start the process of being under escrow. All right, so this is part one of what to expect when you're buying a home. Now you've found it, you put in an offer. My next video, I'll talk about what to expect when you're under contract, what happens then, and all the steps leading up to closing. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below or shoot me an email. I'm always available. Even if you're not ready to buy now, knowledge is key. So it never hurts to reach out, to do your research, or to ask questions.